Here's what's happening in the Phoenix housing market. So we have supply dropping. Yes, supply is going down. We have seller leverage creeping back in very quickly here. And affordability, believe it or not, is improving, but not for reasons that you think. This is going to be your July 2025 market update. Let's talk about it. We've seen a sharp pullback in listings. In the last 2 months, we saw a 39% decrease in new listings, and we saw a 38% cancellation rate. Now, in places like Paradise Valley, we only see 98 homes total for sale on the market. Now, to give you some context, that's less than the peak season that we had back in 2022. This is happening across all price points. So no matter what you're listing your house for, if you're in the low 300s or you at $800,000 or more, what we're seeing is that sellers have decided to either rent their properties or they're deciding to hold off until the fall. In either scenario, the way this breaks down is that we have less inventory, and that could be a problem, making it more challenging for buyers. And with that problem means that sellers are able to sell at a more premium price if they have a strategy by pricing it well and marketing it aggressively. Now, sellers, the Cromford Market Index confirms this. 11 of the 17 largest cities have now turned to sellers markets. So those are going to be places like Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, and Cave Creek. Now, don't just take that as a booming seller's market. That's not what I'm saying at all. The shift is actually happening because competition is shrinking. We don't have buyers just pouring into the market right now. So let's be real. Listing success has dropped to the low 60s. And what that means is this: 4 out of 10 homes aren't selling. The ones that are selling, they are either priced well, have strong marketing, or a combination of both. Sellers still need a strategy. You can't just price the home and hope that it sells. Now, here's something that's just wild, all right? When it comes to home prices under $500,000, they are down 2.2% year over year. When it comes to income for Phoenix residents, we're looking at a 9.3% increase of income. Now, when it comes to inflation for our market here in Phoenix, we're flat. We're at 0.3%. And what that means for us is that affordability is happening even if the rates don't come down. Yeah, you heard me right. Even without the better mortgage rates, your buying power and affordability is strong right now. Now, that being said, if rates move even slightly in the next few months, we could see buyer activity explode. Here's something else that you wouldn't expect for the month of July. Homes that are listed at $1 million or more, they jump 30%. That's over 4 weeks, okay? So what we're seeing is this. Crypto market has rebounded. Stock market has rebounded. Foreign investors are back, and these guys are at full play. So if you have a luxury home over that $1 million mark and you're thinking about waiting until the fall, well, hey, it may make more sense to test the waters now while inventory is low. Low inventory, less competition. Let me give you some stats, okay? So here's how the valley is shaking out. Phoenix is up 0.9% year over year, which is well below the national average. Current national average is 2.3%. Maricopa now is at the bottom of listings. It has 666 active listings. Long-term average is 415, so they're quite a bit over. Scottsdale and Cave Creek, listen, they're strong signs of being a seller's market. These are big cities that people want to be in. Paradise Valley only has the 98 homes on the market. And remember what I said earlier, that's lower than the peak season back in 2022. And then the last thing here is Avondale. Avondale is struggling hard. Prices are down 5.3% year over year. So if you are buying right now, okay, try not to focus on the rates. Put your focus on the deal that's right in front of you, because there's multiple deals throughout the whole valley that you can take advantage of. There are several new zero down programs that you can get into with only $500. There are several incentives from new construction where the rates are below market. And then on the resale side, a lot of sellers are paying up to $10,000 or more to make sure your closing costs are paid, or you can use that money to buy your rate down. In either scenario, there are options for you, and you should be looking at this market for what it is today and having a plan for a long-term exit. If you're selling a home right now, this is your window, but you have to have some strategy. And that means pricing it right within that 5% range, just enough to not compete with home builders and just enough to stand out from all that stale inventory that's not paying attention to the market. But this is your opportunity for a big win, and a little strategy goes a long way. Here's what's killing deals right now. First thing is this: you just put the house on the market and just hope somebody makes an offer. That's not going to happen. The second thing is waiting too long, meaning that you're watching for the mortgage rate right now, but we're seeing prices are moving the direction they need to move, and income is moving the direction they need to move. It's one of those think long, think wrong type of situations going on. So analyze the deal that's right in front of you. And lastly, just assuming your house is going to sell because the market is moving in the direction of sellers right now. Don't get caught making reactive moves right now. The people who are winning are making decisions based on facts, and they are going in this with a strategy. So the July data tells us one thing, and that's that market is shifting, okay? So whether you're buying or selling, strategy does matter. The wrong move could cost you tens of thousands of dollars, okay? If you need a game plan, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text, and we'll figure out a plan that works specific to you, your life, and your situation. See you guys on the next one.